the
order,
bread? Where is the bread that will
order.
feed the us?
Can we have order, Mr. Criticizer?
Criticizer.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
please.
Hi. Hello,
Yeah.
everybody. Hi, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm actually not a Southern African. I'm actually from Ghana, by the way. And, I called in and I think there was one man that was speaking because usually I try not to put my mouth in the business of South Africa. It's quite a complex thing, so I try not to judge when it comes to that. But for me, just in general, because based on what the other guy was saying, that he cannot go against white people because they basically built South Africa. He's being realistic. In that case, I will say he built, but my issue is, I'm just talking about in general, black people as a whole. Because what it's looking like is like we're incompetent to run our own government. That's how it's seeming like. And it's like, listen, let the white people just do it for us. I'm just saying it based on what the person has said. Yeah. And I just feel like now this is 2025 and it's like we're still having these arguments about this. When is it when we'll have confidence, to run our own things? Because I feel like white people, they tend to be more united when it comes to them doing things and they'll never show their weakness. But when it comes to us black people as a whole, we tend to show our weakness. And because I've been around them. Yeah, I've been around them. And when they see your weakness, I feel when it comes to emotional manipulation, they're quite better at it than us. They see our weakness and they said, gosh, the black man, he's not able to run his own affairs. He's not able to do his own things. And especially knowing Afrikaners, they're previous Dutch people. I know Dutch people. I know how Dutch people, they roll. Yeah, very direct people. Also, that's their descendants. My issue is, us as black people, we cannot go to the Netherlands. We cannot go to Europe and say we want to form our own black government. We cannot say that we want to run our own black Orania. Many things that we have tolerated, they will never, ever, ever tolerate it from us. And sometimes I feel like we've accepted too much bullshit. When it comes to, I'm not one person to say, oh, South Africa is xenophobia. I feel personally people should stay in their own country. That's just my opinion. People should build their own country.
True.
And they should build their own country. I'm just being honest because it's everywhere. Yeah. Sometimes even in Ghana too, we have some people from other neighboring countries. They come and then they compete with the locals. They compete. Market that's supposed to be for informal market is supposed to be for the locals. You see other people infiltrating it, and it's not fair. Some don't even pay taxes, and sometimes in some other African countries, it's a bit more lawless, where they tolerate so much bullshit, and Chinese people and other people can just come in there, open businesses and do all types of bullshit, and it disadvantage the local people. So when it comes to that one, I don't judge South Africans. I'm just being honest. I don't judge because they want the best for themselves. I understand. My issue is with the Caucasian people. I feel in South Africa, they've had too much freedom to do all bullshit that black men, they're not allowed to ever. Even I've seen it before. I've been going back and forth to Europe. And even black people get stopped for just driving a bloody Mercedes, bloody Porsche car, all types of things. Even when they live in rich neighborhoods, the type of stairs, the degrading stairs.
If you own a house that belongs to you.
Imagine. And then I'm seeing in South Africa, some places, even in Cape Town, sometimes as a black person, you're living in wealthy areas and they still want to pull that same bullshit that they would do in their own country. I just feel that they've gotten away with so much. And for me, the last resort is when some of them said that there's a genocide happening in South Africa and that Donald Trump took them. Excuse me, especially somebody who is Elon Musk, who has profited from the apartheid for so many years. I think they've even been giving five-star treatment. And they've had the audacity to go to somebody's country and create a caste system saying you're white, you're colored, and the black person in his own country is at the bottom barrel. Excuse
so,
me.
Miss Criticizer, see, I share the same sentiments with you, and I keep on saying it here over and over again. I don't believe people should be in a country causing nuisance in a country, being illegal in a country, but South Africans still fight me. I say that I don't believe in if you don't have papers, leave. You're illegal. South Africans still fight me. If I say I don't believe in Cape Town being annexed, I'm told that I should be worrying about my own Zimbabwe. Don't worry about us. We're fine. There's this perpetuation of self-hate that then is alluding to also hating me, perpetuating that hatred on me when I'm trying to have the best for you. I want the best for you. Yet the same people that you're saying that they love, trying to separate from you, but you'd rather love a person that's trying to leave you. Do you know the funniest thing is like, so we say South Africa, we love you. South Africans are, no, we don't love you. We want our white people, and white people are saying that I don't love all of you. Leave me alone.
The problem is the last man who spoke, the Zimbabwean man, the advice that, because he said he was looking out for South Africa, he does not want what occurred to South Africa to happen to. What happened in Zimbabwe? I know. And you feel attacked, but sometimes the issue with black people is they're too emotional instead of thinking tactically. Let me tell you something, because even Zim is one of my favorite countries, and it hurts my heart what happened to Zimbabwe. Listen, me, I'm just being honest. Robert Mugabe, he meant well. Robert Mugabe, he meant well. But he was a bit too emotional. Unfortunately, it led to the downfall of the country. And these English people, let me tell you, these English people, they are very wicked. The problem is, especially white in general, if you don't bow down to them, and if you're not a puppet to them, then of course they'll sanction you and they'll do all types of BS to you. I just felt that maybe with Robert Mugabe, he should have think a bit tactically how he could have made things work. I felt that yes, the Caucasians were there, the Rhodesians or whatever they were called, maybe to create a certain structure for his people, play dumb, sometimes be like the Chinese people. Play dumb for a while until you hit your target, and then you could have pulled the strings. But he took an emotional decision that unfortunately it led to the detriment of the country. So I felt like this same guy was trying to give advice, of course, to his fellow South African brother, but I think he was a bit too emotional. So he said, I don't need your advice. We are here. It's a bit on a patronizing thing, and that was not needed.
Emotions are going to rise. So thank you, Miss Chris. I would like to give other people a chance.
I want
to appreciate the accent also. She's seducing us. Thank you so much.
Leilos,
I'm about to get pregnant.
Oh my God. Leilos, go on.
Yes. Good evening, guys. I feel like, the best way to kind of like look at the situation is for our black South African people. I'm a South African as well. We should look at our individual life and look at the white people's life. I've lived with white people. I've lived near white people areas. I look at my life, I look at these people, I'm like, damn. They're not supposed to be living like this, and we living like this. Like, come on, guys. And it's so tiring to explain to a South African that we don't own nothing. It sounds like they are oblivion to that fact. Like, if you look at white people and how they live, even there by Pretoria when I was there, you look at the side of Waterkloof and you look at just near Sunnyside, after you cross Sunnyside to the other side as you're going to Muckleneck, it's white people, and you look at Sunnyside and you look at that side and be like, really? In 2025, after 30 years of freedom, like you look at the land that they own in Northern Cape, and you look at our black South Africans who are working there, and you look at the trucks that they use to collect them in 2025. The same truck that collects the cows, they use it to collect the people after they offloaded the cows in 2025. And these people are oblivion. Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't be against your African brothers, but I'm saying, who is the biggest enemy here? Who owns everything here? Who really controls everything? You go to the restaurants, the waiters and waitresses and people in kitchen are black people. It's yes, sir, welcome, table for two, and the whole people sitting down are white people. Do you really love what you see? And the same people that you are fighting, the Zimbabweans, they are working in delivery business. They are delivering using bikes. You see them every day. They deliver food to you. Why are you fighting people like that? You don't even want that job. Like our black South Africans, you don't own nothing. Look at your life before you defend white people. Look at your life. Just sit down, look at your life and look at white people's life and ask yourself, do I supposed to live like this in my own land, in my indigenous
White people only love you when you're an employee as a black person.
Yes,
when you see them being nice to you and smiling, they love you as being a subordinate. Yeah. But the moment you start being their equal and you start competing with them in competitive fields and being a CEO on higher level, there's where you see their mean side. So sometimes, hence why I'm saying that it's like you have to try to get out of that mindset. Like, oh, he's just smiling at me and he's being nice to me and he wants the best for me. Hence why I said when it comes to manipulation and that emotional side, they're very good at it. So people should not be fooled by that. Hence why.
Lelos, if when you finish, I'm not sure. Zeno, can you respond to that as well, so that we just give back to Porter? I think Zeno wants to respond, but Lelos, continue.
Yes. And the last thing that I want to say is, I was having the conversation with a white person. What a privilege. And then the white person was like, black people are gullible. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, they believe everything. You know, they are very gullible. They believe everything. Like, you can tell them, literally tell them that the problem is this, and they all flock to that problem.
Thank you, cheers. Guys, can we tap the screen, please?
What he was also saying is that we don't like to confirm things. We like to believe things as a group, and we move as a group. If we are wrong as a large group, and we are quick to fight each other than to address the problem. And we were just talking in general form. I'm like, okay, if that's what you think, then okay. But then I understand what he meant, that white guy, because it's true. Black people, they are quick to fight each other. They're quick to believe anything. Somebody came in and say, you know what, the reason you are unemployed and so forth is because of these foreigners. You know, just look at them, they're taking your job. And that person had to sit aside and watch us fight amongst each other because we think this is the problem. But the actual problem is that we own nothing. We don't own the means of production. We don't own land. We don't own businesses. Like, we are in trouble, black people. You need to wake up and look at the enemy in the eye.
Thank you for the gifts. Thank you.
The white tea. The enemy is not your brother. The enemy is this guy here who's trying to make Cape Town an independent state. This is the real enemy. And they are not even aware that there are over 1.4 Israelis who were made, and Ukrainian who are made citizens of South Africa in 2025. Ukrainian and Israelis are there by Cape Town there. They are oblivion to it. They're just fighting their brother from Zim. Guys, we need to wake up and face the actual enemy. I'll leave it there.
Thank you very much. Before somebody else, before Zeno, thank you very much, Years and Mzila. Thank you very much for the gifts, guys. I appreciate you so much. Let's tap the screen.